Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another blind Let's Play of Steins Gate. Officially, we are in blind territory. For real, if you've missed all the times I've mentioned before. Couple attempts at this world line, but we are finally here. We are in one main world line at this point. Quick load. And I'm hitting absolutely blind territory. We're in Chapter 2, Interpreter Rendezvous here. Let me just make sure this is correct. Yeah, you're all on this journey with me. You see right here, this is the last attempt I tried a year ago. And I got to the end of Chapter 1. So here we go, Chapter 2, folks. We are going through Worldline Prime. I had to say one more thing. So good news before we get started into this blind territory here. Am I recording? It's great news in terms of the music being left in the game. That was a big concern of mine. I talked about that when I stopped the last world line, because I had reduced the music volume so much that I was losing. I felt like I was missing out on a vital part of the experience, which was the music, and I didn't know how to proceed because I was like, I don't want to continue the game like this. But to change it now, you know, people finding the Let's Play for the first time, they might think that it's not going to have the music and they would prefer to have the music, etc, etc, etc. Okay, well, that caused me some world line problems. I don't know, 2 or 3 world lines, but the first time I had country blockers on the music. Whatever happened in the last 4 years in terms of the copyright system, whether it's the detection system or it's the claims, and then you can rebuke it, and then, you know, all that stuff. In any case, Mages is cool. Mages is cool with all of this. I rebuked all of them. Fair enough, right? I mean, I still had to like push it through, but I sort of have just this patternistic way of going through it, and like they'll nail every music, every song in the game they're gonna nail, but you can rebuke all of them, and sometimes there's like 8 of them, and I'm like, I don't know, I'll send in 8 tickets. And then it's like, okay, they release them for every single upload so far, so that's very good news because I really do believe the music is a big part of this experience. So with that, news out of the way for those of you who remember the chaos of the last 3 or 4 world lines. We are here. All right, careful with spoilers in the comments below. I'm hitting net new territory. You've got mail. All right, so I don't remember having this many. Mweka here. Are you a student, Okabe-kun? Are you on summer break? Mweka, and this is at 10:09. Wait, what? Yeah, 10. Oh my God, I'm seeing 7:30. Are you a day person or a night person? 10:47. If you'd rather I email you at a certain time, let me know. I want you to reply as soon as you can, but I don't want to be a bother, so let me know, okay, Mweka? Oh my gosh, did I say 10? I did, that was 8. 9:14. By the way, I don't like talking on the phone, so please don't call. Bye-bye. 9:52. She's gonna be a problem. Phone 2. I just remembered I didn't tell you my phone number. That's okay. I'm a lot more comfortable communicating by email anyway. What about you, Okabe-kun? Waka. Where was I? I'm losing control here already. This just started. Asleep? Are you still asleep? Rise and shine. It's 3:28. Waka. God damn it. Have you talked to the super hacker yet? Oh, I'd also like to hear more about John What's-His-Face. I'm super curious, Mweka. And finally, at 3:36, wake up! I'm nocturnal, so I usually don't go to bed until the sun comes up. Oh, good. It's not so bad once you get used to it. Mail me when you wake up, okay? Mweka. Yeah, but you know, then like Rentano's gonna email back, but you're gonna be asleep because you went to sleep during the sunrise, and then there goes another 12 hours. No one's communicating. This is terrible plan. Okay, we're done here. I think we're done here. Mayori, don't sell it. Upa is super popular, even more popular than the hero Kakeru-kun. They're so cute. I want to collect them all. It's like you used to collect black thing. Okay, I remember that. It's fingerless gloves. Okay, we're good. Outbox. See if there's any shenanigans afoot here. Impossible. You made it? It's already awakening. It's 50 years earlier than I predicted. What does this mean? Alright. I think I'm caught up in any case. I hope I am. Let's do this. Actually, it's already noon. We didn't sleep at all. Sleep deprivation makes the summer sun seem all the brighter. I really don't want to go outside, but I'm fed up with the humidity inside the lab. I chug a bottle of Dr. P. My stomach protests maybe I drank too fast. I'm exhausted, my hands are shaking slightly, and my vision is cloudy. I could pass out if I'm not careful. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. The building has a basic shower room. There's no bath, but it's enough. The lab would be hell without it. Daru's at his computer, his back turned towards me. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. The room is mostly silent, save for the electric fans humming and Daru's mouse clicks. Daru doesn't look my way, and he doesn't try to start a conversation. Neither do I. I don't have the energy. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is stale and empty of life. Yesterday, that shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wave named subject to change was also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. It can't be. So a little flashback there. Then she took a mad dash out of the lab. So we've lost some time here. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. What do you know, Mayuri? Kurisu. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas. So she skipped her daily costume sewing and went home. Grudges over food run deep, I guess. Which leaves the lab empty save for Daru and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave, named subject to change, had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave, named subject to change, is indeed a time machine. The results, however, we went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave named subject to change, but everything failed. No change, nothing happened. That's important. After the experiment, where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally. No jellification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. I'm going to guess, maybe. First, let's review the problems revealed by the last run of experiments. Go ahead. Let's lay them out. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. We'll keep an eye out from now on, but if things get dangerous, we should seriously consider relocating our experiments. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave, named subject to change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor too. It's only a temporary fix though. If we make any more holes, Mr. Brown is quite capable of raising my rent. And that's to say, nothing of the calamity it will cause if it falls through the floor. Anyway, we need to find the source of the mass increase. If amateurs like us can, that is. But the first 2 problems pale before the third. This last problem is critical. Until we solve it, we can't even really experiment with the phone wave named subject to change. Problem 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send email to the past. No matter how many times we tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. I had the idea that opening the microwave door was the key. That theory was proven false. There might be something else I'm missing, but for now, we're at an impasse. I think it's because you tried to do this all during the night. Time span. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed, which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Another email pops up on my phone. I've been getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiryu Mueka. No, let's do this now, actually, before I get distracted. By Kiryu. Jeez. I haven't, hold on, did I, Jesus Christ, hold on. I'm nocturnal. Okay, 12:34. You sleep too much. I haven't gotten a reply yet. Are you still asleep? You sleep too much, Okabe-kun. You're living like an old man. Well, I guess I'm no one to talk. Alan laughed my ass off. Anyway, let me know when you have something on the BN 5100. Pretty please, Waka. I hate the way this splits, you know? It's so awkward to read. So it's so messy. It's so messy. Okay, we're good here. Again, they're all from okay. I've never used email this often before. Even Mayuri only sends me 1 or 2 a day, and she's a teenage girl. Frankly, this is starting to get on my nerves. I saw how fast Shiny Figure typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a male demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I finished off my bottle of Dr. P, my stomach gurgles. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday. I'm so hungry. I don't even feel like showering. Email. Oh, it's Mayuri. Mayushi, spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Daru need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. Okay, sending money. What are we looking at here? Don't get angry. Next time I'll treat you to anything you want to eat. So keep buying more bananas for the sake of our experiments. We got food. Oh, you eat too much anyway. Go on a diet before it's too late. Oh. No. I'm going to reply to this one here. And we're going to send. Experiments come first, Mayushi. You can eat what's left over. What doesn't fry. Okay. Good. That's done here. Let's keep going. I call up to Daru, who's hammering on the keyboard.
Nah. Sambo ni gyudon demo kui ni ikanai ka?
Hey, want to go to Sambo for some beef now? For some beef bowl? Nah, too much trouble.
腹は減ってないのか?
Aren't you hungry?
減ったけどさ。
Yeah, but
煮え切らない男め。
you're such a bum. What is doing on the computer anyway? What's he doing on the computer anyway? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. That's what it was. Is it his... Oh. There's an image of a futuristic-looking facility I've never seen before. Richly colored cords crawl through a gigantic octagonal tunnel like the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Incidentally, the people don't look Japanese. Hi. Daru sighs heartily. I don't know if the blank look in his eyes is from sleepiness, exhaustion, or if something's just wrong.
ラージハドロンコライダーにはマジ癒されるよな。
A large hadron collider sure is cute.
貴様、今何と言った？
What did you just say? Large hard-on Leander? Come on, man. Is that an incantation? No, a secret technique?
ラージハドロンコライダー。知らんの？
You don't know about it? I grab Daru's relaxed shoulders and wring them out.
何すんだよ。
What are you doing?
寝ぼけているのか?
Are you conscious?
寝ぼけてないよ。
Of course, man.
そのラージハドロンコライダーとは何なんだ?
What is this large hadron collider thing?
セルンだよ。セルン。その施設の実験装置。略称は LHC。
You know, it's what CERN uses to do their experiments. LHC for short.
マジ燃えるからおぬぬめ。
It's seriously moe. Recommended.
お前、人でないものにも性欲を?
You're lusting for something that's not even humanoid?
ねえよ。でもなんつうの？見ててワクワクするっつうの？ニヤニヤできるっつうの？そんな感じってあるやん。
Of course not, but there's something about it that gets me excited, you know? It makes me smile, you know? Don't you feel that?
そういえば少し前は工場や高速道路の高架下がたまらないとか言っていたな。
Come to think of it, I remember you said you found factories and the undersides of highways irresistible or something.
そうそう、あれと一緒。
Yeah, same thing.
節操がなさすぎる。
Where does it end? 2D, 3D, and even inanimate objects.
ジャンル分けして自分で興味の対象を
Life's too
狭める方がもったいなくね
I don't want to limit my interest, you know? And yet, you'll do anything to avoid things that don't interest you. Hypocrite.
セルンか。
SERN, that name. I've seen it somewhere, and recently... Where was it again? Oh, of course.
ジョン・タイター
John
ああ、ジョン・タイター
Oh, yeah.
オカリンが言ってたのって
That guy you
今ア
mentioned
ットチェンで
earlier.
祭りになってるやつのことだったんだな
He's the @channels. He's the guy @channels going crazy about, isn't he?
それは偽物である可能性もある。俺が言っているジョン・タイターは10年前に現れた方だ。
That one might be an imposter. I was talking about the John Titor who appeared 10 years ago.
10年前にも現れたん同一
He
人
appeared 10 years
物
ago? The same guy? I had hoped that Naru would remember, but no such
とにか
luck.
くジョン・タイターがセルンのことについて触れていた。
John Titor mentioned SERN. I don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure
タ
of.
イターはこんな予言を残した。すなわち2034年までに
Titor
セ
made
ル
a
ン
prediction,
タイムマシンを完成させると。
namely that before the year 2034, CERN will develop a time machine.
おおタイムマシンまさにタイムリーな話題じ
No,
ゃん
that's a timely topic.
でもそれって10年前じゃなくて
That
今
wasn't
のタ
just
イタ
10
ーも
years
言ってた気がす
This new Titor said the same thing.
10年前だろうが今だろうがどちらでもいい。それより気にならないか、ダル。
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago or 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Dad.
この奇妙な符号は
This
シュタインズゲー
coincidence
トの選択である可能
could
性
very
が
well
高
be
い。
the choice of Steins Gate.
タイターって信頼できるん
Can we trust this Titor guy?
信頼できるかできないかはどうでもいいのだ。俺たちと奴は今タイムマシンというキーワードでつながっている。
It doesn't matter if we trust him or not. Now we have something in common. A time machine.
そのタイターが言及したセルンについて念のために調べたとしても損にはな
We
らない
should
はず。
investigate CERN. We've got nothing to lose. Vigor returns to my body. Curiosity truly is the greatest delicacy for a mad scientist like me. Anyway, the phone wave name subject change experiment has hit a dead end for now, so it shouldn't matter if I make a little detour for
ダル、
this.
セルンについて詳しく。
Tell me everything you know about CERN.
OK 僕のセルンフォルダが火を吹くぜ
My CERN folder is smoking hot. Daru strikes his keys with renewed passion. Oh my gosh. He goes to the My Pictures folder and opens a folder literally called CERN.
セルンは世界最大の素粒子物理学の研究施設だよヨーロッパ素粒子物理学研究所だとか欧州素粒子原子核研究機構みたいな通称で呼ばれることもある
CERN is the world's largest particle physics research institution. It's popularly called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics or the European Organization for Nuclear Research.
スイスとフランスの国境近くジュネーブ郊外にあってさ古いところだと HTML や HTTP ワールドワイドウェブを生み出したところってんで有名
It's close to the border of Switzerland and France, on the outskirts of Geneva. It's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web.
ワールドワイドウェブだと。
The World Wide Web? You
それっ
mean the
て
internet?
ビンゴ URL の最初についてるやつ
That thing at the beginning of most URLs. CERN invented that? All I know about CERN is what I read. Titor's book is what I read. Getting some typos lately, like in this last batch here. I never knew they were that amazing.
日本じゃそんなに馴染みはないけど日本の研究チームも現在進行形で参加してたりするのだぜ
Most people aren't aware, but there's a Japanese research team working at CERN too.
セルンはどんな研究を？
What sort of research does CERN do?
基本的には素粒子
Particle
物理学
physics,
かな
mostly.
世界でも唯一セルンしか持ってない超でかい実験装置を持ってるんだいわゆる粒子加速器ってやつ
CERN can do experiments no one else can because they have the biggest particle accelerators in the world.
低速汎用子蓄積リング陽子シンクロトロンブースター大型電子陽電子コライダー
The low energy antiproton ring, the proton synchrotron booster, the large electron positron collider.
でラスボスは 世界
And the
最
big
大を誇
boss
る LHC
is the largest
Large
accelerator in the
Hadron
world,
Collider
the
Time.
LHC, Large Hadron Collider Time. Respect on. Otaku possesses the ability to anthropomorphize in moe form just about anything in the world simply by sticking tan on the end of its name. Daru's powers encompass even particle accelerators. Daru doesn't seem to notice my shock. He just brings up the next image.
LHC はセルンの地下にある全長約27キロのサークル状トンネルに設置された粒子加速器なんだよ。
The LHC is a 2070 is my brain just the LHC is a 27-kilometer long circular tunnel built underneath CERN's headquarters.
陽子同士をそのトンネルで加速させて衝突させることで未知の素粒子反応を起こそうって実験を去年あたりから始めてる。
Its purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reactions. They started experimenting last year.
まあ実験開始前はその実験でミニブラックホールが作られちゃうかもって噂もあったな。
Before they started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes. I remember all of this.
そのミニブラックホールに地球が飲み込まれる。宇宙がやばいみたいな。
Not from the game, like real life. Oh no, those mini black holes will swallow the Earth. The universe is in danger, etc. Yeah, I remember all of this. I'm pretty sure Titor said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true?
現実にそうなる可能性は
What's the possibility of that actually happening?
あるわねえよ。セルンが公
100%
式
that's
に否定してる。
it. What? That it won't. CERN officially denies it.
もし仮にミニブラックホールが生成されたとしてもエネルギー量はすごく小さいから生まれた瞬間に消えるね。地球を飲み込むなんて全然無理っしょ。
Let's say a mini black hole was formed. The amount of energy would be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon formation. It would be impossible for it to swallow the world.
だが火のないところに煙は立たない
But where there's smoke, there's fire. If I remember correctly, Titor claimed that CERN began time machine research in 2001. In 2034, they complete the time machine. Right now, it's 2010. If they actually started that research, it would have been 9 years ago. According to their official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Titor's story is true. Some of Titor's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Titor's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Titor's tale. Or at least I want there to be. I take out my phone and put it to my ear.
俺だ
Here we go. It's me.
聞いて驚くな悪の陰謀の匂いを嗅ぎつけた
Don't be surprised. I sniffed out an evil conspiracy.
ジョン・タイターと
Crazy
セル
bastard.
その2つの言葉から俺が言いたいことは分かってもらえるはずだああそうだ奴らは機関とつながりがある可能性が高い
John Titor, CERN. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah? That's right. They're likely connected to the organization.
偶然だとおいおいあまり俺を失望させるなよ何根拠だとそうだなあえて言えばささやくのだよ俺のマッドサイエンティストとしての直感がな
Oh my gosh. Coincidence? Come now. Don't disappoint me. What? Evidence? Well, if you must know. Whispers. Whispers of my mad scientist intuition.
奴らは世界を滅ぼそうとしているああミニブラックホールによってだだがもしもその技術を俺たちが横取りすることができたらどうかな
Those bastards are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, with mini black holes. But what if we were to steal that technology? What then?
当然
Of
だ
course.
俺を誰だと思って
You
いる
do. Who do you think
全
I
ては
am?
シュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
It's the choice of Steins Gate.
L プサイ
L
コングル。
Psi Kungre. That's so good. I put away my phone that turned to find Daru giving me an exasperated look.
お前は一体誰と戦っているんだ？
Just who the hell are you fighting with?
ダルよ。俺たちのやるべきことは一つだ。
I know what we must do, Daru.
やるべきこと？なんぞ。
Was that?
なんぞではない。引き返すな。そこは全てを組んでにやりと笑うのだ。でないとスーパーハッカーらしくないだろうが。
Don't you buzz at me? You're supposed to grin like you know exactly what I'm talking about. What kind of super hacker are you? I want him to say something like, well, why the hell not? So, what's in it for me? And then we continue like this, grinning slyly the whole time. Me. This weekend. Me. A week's worth of potato chips. That 10 days. You sure are a glutton. The dive makes you a hungry man. Deal. Get started. You got it, boss. Plays that whole scenes in his head. Or something like that. Yeah, a real cool conversation. always RPing. But the real world Daru just purses his lips.
オカリンはいつも説明不足なんだっつうの。かっこつけるより先に分かるように話してくれ。
You always give such half-baked explanations. Try to sound intelligible before you try to sound intelligent. No, I shall not. I'm El Saikanku. Work with me here.
お前はスーパーハッカーだ。
You are a super hacker.
ハカーって言うな。
Stop
せ
saying
めてハッカ
hacker.
ーにして。
At least say hacker.
あとはわかるな。
See where I'm going with this?
いや全然。
No, not at all. Excuse me. I gotta get my email. Mayuri. Just hearing that from Akadin makes me happy. You're welcome, Mayuri. What's this thing? Is this new? Replied? What is this? What's that little sign there? Spending. Oh, because I replied. Literally the thing I just said. Yep. Daru. Hold on, Daru. Before we continue. Ah! How do I do this again? Oh god, why does this happen? Can I not be in here? Hold on. No one say anything for a sec. Alright, you know what? I don't need to get to the menu right now. I'm in a conversation.
セルンにハッキングしろ。
Hack into CERN. Daru stares at me in disbelief.
それはひょっとしてギャグで言っている
Is
の
this some
か？
kind of joke?
ダル、お前ならでき
I
る。
know you can do it, Daru.
奴らの悪事を暴き、
Expose the
タイムマシン
dastardly
に
deeds
ついてのヒントを手に入れろ。
and find any hints you can about the time machine.
悪事ってオカリンの妄想
Dastardly
だろ。
deeds. You're just imagining stuff. Like, you're just imagining that stuff Okarin.
電話レンジカッコ仮をタイムマシンとして使えるようにするか、このままただのダ作としてラボの倉庫で眠らせることになるか、今が分岐点だ。
We stand at a crossroads. Will the phone wave named subject to change become a functional time machine, or will it die as garbage in lab storage?
マジで言ってんの？
You serious?
俺はいつでもマジである。
I'm always serious. I look Daru straight in the eye as I answer. Looks like that made him understand my position. Daru sweeps the garbage off his desk and sits up
ど
straight.
うなっても知らないぜ。
I'm not responsible for the consequences. Got it? Suddenly, Daru is bursting with energy. It's like his earlier lethargy was a
交
lie.
渉成立だ。
Deal.
すぐ
Get started.
取り掛かってくれ。
うは、みなぎってきた。
Let's do this.
報酬のポテチ1週間分はスイスの銀行に振り込んでお
He's
く。
saying exactly what he planned. For your payment, I'll deposit a week's supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account. It's like the sound of drooler. Daru doesn't respond. He's already deep in concentration.
俺は寝る。あとは任せた。
Anyway, I'm gonna sleep. It's all yours. He's not gonna do it. Give me a break. He's not hacking into CERN. I lie down on the sofa and let the clacking of Daru's keyboard lull me to sleep. Sorry, shiny fingers. Email. Get your email. I wake up to the twilight Sun streaming in through the window. Email. Gonna get the stairs. Kyoma. When operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet, yeah? You don't want them to notice you. Remember, the summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined. Although I suppose that might make things interesting. I gotta remember this RP here. Akiba, part of the mundane world? Nonsense. This town has belonged to chaos for centuries. As it shall forevermore. Discreet. Oh god. Reply, are you suggesting that I, the great Huyin... Hold on, I was practicing this for a bit. But it's been a while now. Damn it. Hoing Yoma. Hoing Yom. Yoma. It's like it's not all the words. It's not all the letters. It's like the way... it's the way that Shining Finger typed it is, I think, how you're supposed to pronounce it. That's I think what I caught while editing. I was like, I get it now. That's the joke. That's the joke. Oh. Anyways. You risk my ire, cat girl. Whoa. No, stop. Oh god. Stop. 2000. What's this one? Is the church still devoted to the fool's errand? Even if they manage to resurrect their messiah, humanity's faith is less than 17% of what it was in his time. I can't scroll down. No! I can't scroll down. No. Stop. Well, that was weird. My scroll button stopped. Didn't work this time. Anyways, it's less than 17% of what it was in his time. Mankind doesn't need decrepit old gods to save them. The church still devoted to the fool's errand? Even if they manage to resurrect their messiah, humanity's faith is less than 70% of what it was in its time. Mankind doesn't need decrepit old gods to save them. Which one? Oh, there's this one. Interesting. What are you scheming? Hold on. What are we rolling with? When operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet, yeah? You don't want them to notice you. Remember that summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. I see. And discreet was what again? Hold on. Are you suggesting that I, the great Hoyoing Yoma, run and hide? You risk my ire, Kaka. So it's like... Okay, hold on. This is like, he's like mean dude. Then mundane world is like, he's expanding on nonsense. This town has belonged to chaos for centuries, as it shall forevermore. I don't know about any of these. Interesting. I don't like this one. What are you scheming? I don't want that one. 2000 is the Messiah. This one's okay. No, I wanna perpetuate this thing, I think. Akiba being, I don't know. I don't know. No, this is mean. I don't like the mean one. And then, fine. Now let's look at 2000 again. This doesn't mean, well, I don't know. I was gonna say, this doesn't even matter. No, I don't know. I don't know, man. Who knows? It's less than 70% of what it was. It's a fool's errand. Original sin level rising to original sin level. Jeez. This thing will be ruined. Remember, the summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined. Although I suppose that might make things interesting. You? What are you scheming? Oh, that she's turning into the, like, potentially the evil one. The scheming evil one. The sin bringer. Run and hide. You risk my ire. I like it, but... Oh, I don't know. I don't know which one. Mundane world? Why am I spending so much time on this? Just play the game. This town has belonged to chaos for centuries. As it shall. Fine. Done. Send. Done. I don't know how to save. I'd like to save. I remember it was like flipped, like it was, but I can't call up. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna open up the manual inside Steam. Yeah, I'm gonna do that while the game runs. Excuse me. But I mean, I could swear it was just I hit escape and I would be able to see the options, but that is just not true. Oh, it's press 1 on the keyboard to open up the settings. Really? That's definitely it. Oh, lordy. Alright, let's do the tip list. We got some anthropomorphism to represent a non-human entity as a humanoid character. Animals and military hardware are among the most common subjects, but anything can be anthropomorphized. Even abstract concepts, chemical elements, and countries. World Wide Web, abbreviated as WWW, also simply called the web. The standardized document system used on the internet. HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol, the communication protocol used to transfer data like HTML between a browser and a web server. HTML Hypertext Markup language used to design web page documents, allows the embedding of images, videos, sound, and hyperlinks. Okay. Oh, it's the right click. The right click brings it up, everybody. We're back! Yay! I am going to save over the last save, just in case. And from here, let's get back in the game. I wake up to the twilight sun streaming in through the window. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Daru's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success at hacking yet. I look around the room, but I can't find Mayuri. Maybe she's not coming today. I guess food-related grudges really do run deep. I stand up and stretch. I don't want to bother Daru, so I don't say anything to him. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. Then I throw myself back onto the sofa and start browsing at channel on my phone. Here we go! And what perfect timing! Titor. Titor is currently posting in the thread. Here we go! The Everett Wheeler model is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you're also clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future, like a car on a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, the effect, is changed, the event itself, the cause, also changes to prevent a paradox. That's why there are so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the worldline's percent difference from the standard. Die troll. You claim to be a time traveler without any proof. Stock trends, please. I'm counting on you, Mr. Time Traveler. If you can't observe changes in divergence, then how can you possibly measure it? And I know your time machine has a magical device that measured it for you. Lol. Oh, and you still haven't explained how a research institution conquers the world. Details blocks. Oh no, humanity is doomed. What has science done? .jpg. I don't. Was there something attached? Lol. Noobs responding seriously to troll threads. This Titor guy's a shitty troll. Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? Here comes the... Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion, plebeian scum? If you assume that time doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say Titor's points have merit. By the way, Titor, I'd like to know more about SERN. What can you tell us about their current activities? Tell me which horse wins the next Emperor's Cup. I'll bet my entire life savings. Everett Wheeler model, many worlds interpretation. Basically, that means parallel worlds. What's with all the stupid name tags? This Hoyungyoma is more annoying than Titor. Oh, brave anonymous bitch. Sorry, you call yourself John Titor, but you're fluent in Japanese. Writing in English would at least make it seem more realistic. You can't do English, can you? Can I ask you a favor, Titor-san? My mom died last year in the Shibuya earthquake. If I stop my mom from leaving home, then I can undo her death. So please, lend me your time machine. Oh, you're gonna believe this time traveler, lol, without proof? Are you an idiot? John Titor, no one seems particularly interested in what I said about time not flowing in a single direction. That's proof that your preconceptions are deeply ingrained. Honestly, it bothers me that you simply accept that as the truth. I'm starting to understand why CERN was able to take over so easily. Whenever a major event causes divergence to change, the timeline is reconstructed to prevent paradoxes from occurring. For example, let's say that a major event caused this world line to diverge into a new world line. Call it worldline B. Or worldline B. On worldline B, I'm afraid to say, @channel never existed. As the timeline is reconstructed, all of your memories of reading and posting on @channel will disappear to be replaced by memories of you doing something else. In other words, by changing the present, you change the past. I wrote about CERN yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded in creating micro black holes. I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you close-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until after I've heard what Titor has to say, and then I will make contact with Titor and acquire his time machine for myself. The great math scientist Choyoing Kyoma. The last laugh. Suck it, sleazebags. Tell me stock prices or fucking die. I won't believe until you tell me. That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of nearly 6.7 billion people? Do you even realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if someone went and screwed with my brain. And what does any of that have to do with the many worlds interpretation? Do some research, lol. Lol, 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 mini black holes. Wait, the future's a wasteland? That means I can be a road warrior and ride a mod buggy, right? I'm gonna go get a mohawk. Anyone know where I can buy spiked shoulder pads? Some Mad Max himself up. I checked CERN's homepage. It says they've been experimenting since 2009. Can they really make black holes? What the hell's gonna happen? Does Titor have a mohawk? God, that's fucking moe. Are you implying our brains make the world? Are you saying the universe is a giant tree and we're the branches or something? Like Yggdrasil? That's some EVA level bullshit right there. Go back to 2036. Is this how you reply to a scientific person? Thank you for showing me. Nice. Wait, 314. Oh wait, no, don't bother looking backwards. Just move forward. Just move forward. Reconstruction of the timeline and alteration of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when divergence changes. What's a road warrior? That would imply Mad Max never happened in Titor's world line. Anyone home? I'm immersed in a heated internet argument when an unfamiliar voice interrupts me. The door opens and a girl peeks inside. I recognize her. It's the girl I met yesterday at the Brawn Tube workshop. Hi, I'm from the Brawn Tube workshop. When our eyes meet, she smiles. The TV you sent in for repairs has been fixed. Mind picking it up? Dado's typing gets even faster. Looks like he's in the zone. It would be a bad idea to disturb him with our voices. I nod to the girl and hurry outside. Why do we have to be sneaky? What was this girl's name again? I think it was something like Aruma or Amore. Oh right, Amane, Suzuha.
今、我が相棒である天才が重要なミッションを遂行中なのだ。邪魔をしたくない。
Currently, my genius partner in crime is executing an important mission. I don't want to bother him. What exactly do you guys do?
前も言ったはずだ。俺たちの秘密に踏み込めば、貴様も危険に巻き込まれる可能性があると。
I told you before that learning our secrets could put you and everyone you know in grave danger. You're called the Future Gadget Laboratory, right? How did you know that?
俺は説明した覚えはないぞ。
I never told you. Wait, are you an organization spy? Did he? While he was in there the first time? I raise my guard and spring into praying mantis stance. Jesus. Well, maybe the guy probably knows Braun, Mr. Braun. But Suzuha just stares blankly.
下のポストにそう書いてあった。
Oh, that's what it said on your mailbox.
そうか。
I lower my guard. Why didn't you just say so?
知られたからにはしょうがない。簡単に説明しておこう。ただし、これは他言無用だ。
Now that you know, it's not like you can unknow. I'll give you a short explanation, but you must not tell a soul. Suzuha nods firmly. Is it just me, or are her eyes gleaming? I don't know, man.
我ら未来ガジェット研究所は
For Titor.
世界を影から操
We are
る
the
闇
future
の機
gadget
関に対抗
laboratory.
し、その支配構造を破壊するために活動しているのだ。ふはははは
Dedicated to defeating the evil organization that rules the world from the shadows. And trademark laugh.
へえ。
Wow.
その闇の機関ってセ
Is the
ルン？
evil organization SERN? Bro, I'd be worried at this point for real now.
そうだな。
Yeah, but
おお、やっぱそうなの？あいつら抱きすべき連中だよね。
so is right. Those guys really are a contemptible lot, aren't they? She nods to herself for some reason. And contemptible? I thought I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation.
なぜ俺たちが今まさにセルンにハッキング中だと知っている。
How did you know we were hacking into CERN? Dude, I don't think she knew that.
ハッキング中なの？
You're hacking them right now? Me and my big mouth.
いいからこちらの質問に答えろ。
Just answer my question.
なぜ俺たちとセルンの関係
How
を知っ
did
てい
you
る
know about the business with CERN?
ああ、いや実は昼間話し声を聞いちゃってさ、ここに立つと窓から聞こえてくるわけ。
She would know. Wait, did he? On their first introduction, I've gone through that scene like 3 or 4 times. He introduces himself as no, he didn't say El Congru is I'm trying to remember when he says the names, when he uses the names at what time. El Congru is like when he's talking to himself or something like that. It's like this person. It's like a. I'm so confused. It's like the secret agent voice. He's used it with Lukaku, and I think Mayor, but it's usually with like himself or something. Like when he's referring to himself or something. No, I mean Huying Kyoma is Huying Yoma, something like that. Okay, that name is given to others as his true name. I believe he gave it in the Braun tube shop, and then Mr. Braun's like, he's just an Taro. He's just a Taro. Shut up, man. So she would know the name. She could be on the forum, is what I'm saying. There's a connection here. What? So she's like, she's not Titor. She's not Titor. She's working for She could be Titor. I mean, I don't know. Well, actually, I overheard you this afternoon. If you stand here, you can hear stuff from the window. If you stand here, you can hear stuff from the window. The window. Come to think of it, it was open. And Daru and I were talking loudly. I don't know, man. Oh, there's the other one. There's the one Goku Kamayama. There's another named user on the boards. There's an unfamiliar bicycle parked in front of the Braun Tube workshop. One of those mountain bikes. Its frame is all sparkly. Its tires mostly clean. It's probably new. It looks pretty fast, but whose is it?
私、昨日からここで働き出したんだけど。
I've only been working here for a day, but Suzuha opens the Braun Tube workshop door with a wry smile. I've got a lot more free time than I expected. I've gone... Oops, sorry. I've got a lot more free time than I expected. I've gone out 4 or 5 times today. Figured I'd reconnoiter the front of the store, see if I couldn't spot any customers. I think you're lying. Reconnoiter. Now there's a word you don't hear in casual conversation. I'm pretty sure it means to perform reconnaissance, to scout an area and gather intelligence. Is she some kind of secret agent? Bro, I'm thinking yes. I follow Suzuha into... I swear to God, check if she's got a channel up, man. Do it. Check one of those
2階から
monitors.
君たちの話し声が聞こえちゃ
So
ったわ
that's
け
when I
よ。
heard you guys talking from the second floor.
気になってついネットで調べちゃった。セルンの黒い噂についてもバッチリ知ってるよ。
I got interested and looked it up online. Now I know all the rumors about CERN. Damn. We were careless. Looks like we need to close the window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
とにかく絶対に他言無用だぞ。
Anyways, you must not tell anyone else, or else men in black will raid us.
あ、うんうん。わかった。
Yeah, no, I
これで
understand.
も口は硬いから任せとい
I'm
て。
actually tight-lipped, so don't worry. Suzuha grins and thumps her chest confidently. Or she's like Moeka. They're all the same. I don't know. Look, I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna make a bunch of shit up. One of them's gonna be right, or none of them. All is quiet inside the Bronze Tube workshop. Ooh. Email Moeka right now, bro. While you're in her presence, see if she's Moeka. Just come on. Gotta be paranoid. Gotta. Oh, this is what I was thinking. Okay. Well, we're almost wrapping this up. I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna drop what I'm thinking. And of course, I think I already kind of talked about it. But that gigantic TV isn't on. I mean, because they drew a lot of attention to the. Well, I mean that there are a lot of tubes in here, but this one is a focal point, and I'm wondering if it's like directly under them or something, you know, and it's like giving off certain, like when they turn things on during the workday or something. There's like a radio wave emitted off of this thing or something. Maybe it's got faulty thing. Maybe it was this faulty TV, which has only hit me now when she's like, "Oh, your TV's ready," and I was like, maybe when it was busted, it was when it was busted. Is that when the Jabananas happened? Was it busted first? He was talking to the screen. It was busted. Yeah, no, it was. It was busted, and then they got the Jabanas. So the TV had to be broken, and now it's fixed, and now it's not releasing like whatever extra waves that were hitting maybe the microwaves and then creating some sort of thing. That's kind of what I'm inventing right now. Or it's like this one, because it's focusing on it again and saying that gigantic TV isn't on. Isn't on. Okay, might be back to what I'm saying. Mr. Braun's not here either. It's when this thing is on. Maybe it's so powerful that it's sending like waves up through the floor or something like that. Where's the manager?
たった今、君のテレビの修理が
He
終わっ
left
て
right
出
after
てった
he
よ。
finished repairing your TV. Is it Mueka? Shining figure? It's Mueka. Lukaku. Hey, Lukaku. I baked cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some and got their seal of approval. Would it be okay if I bake some for your lab friends, Master? Oh, and it would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with Samidare whenever you have time. P.S. I managed 10 practice swings today. What am I gonna do? Cookies? Well done. We warmly welcome your refreshments. In fact, you can come cook for us every day if you want. I'll even provide you with a maid uniform. Oh my gosh. Family? You sure get along with your family. How many family members do you have anyway? Dado keeps insisting that shrine maidens should come in pairs. You mustn't depend on me. Remember, all things come to an end. Every meeting heralds up. I like this one because it's like more like RP based. Heralds a parting. A parting. I can't hide from the organization forever. And the seal. Oh God, stop. And the seal on my arm grows weaker. Damn it. Seal on my arm grows weaker by the day. When I'm gone, you'll have to take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. But cookies, bro. But cookies, bro. He's like, these are all like draws for him though. Like to RP, to get food. I mean, if for nothing else, to put it in the microwave to do experiments with. Family is the only one that doesn't really. I don't feel compelled to go in that direction. Cookies because of food. I'm gonna go with the time one. Yeah, let's send this one off. I'm gonna go with the RP. He's a maniac. The whole arm thing seemed, to last longer than it should have. Let's go with that. Okay, he left right after repairing the TV. He probably went to see the chipmunk. The daughter, he disappears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, "I'm picking my beloved daughter up from school," or "My beloved daughter has a cold," with a huge grin on his face. He dotes on her too much. It probably just annoys her anyway. Anyway, just how irresponsible. He dotes on her too much. It probably just annoys her. Anyway, just how irresponsible can you be to neglect work to see your daughter? He used to put a back soon sign on the door whenever he left, but now he has Suzuha to take care of things while he's gone.
つうわけで直ったテレビはこれね。
So here's the fixed TV. Suzuha lightly taps the TV on the counter.
お代は1000円でいいってさ。
He's set to charge 1,000 yen. Damn manager. I bet he gave it to us just so he could charge repair fees. I reluctantly take a bill out of my wallet and hand it to Suzuha. Suzuha. She takes out a receipt. Apparently, it was already written out.
毎度あり。じゃあ
Thanks for
持
your
ってっていいよ。
patronage. Well, just take it out. Just take it away.
一人で持って
By
るけど
myself? Are you joking?
え？違うの？持ってきた時も一人だったんでしょ？
Did you bring it here by yourself? Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs than down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman.
手伝ってもいいけど。
I guess I can help.
もう力仕事も女がやる時代か。
But, oh, I see. So you're already in the age where women do physical labor. She mutters. What did you mean by that? She mutters, her tone pensive. How sarcastic of her.
誰も貴様に手伝ってもらおうなどとは思っていない。というより、貴様のような女子に手伝ってもらうことなど、この俺のプライドが許さん。
I don't remember anyone asking for your help. Honestly, getting help from a girl like you would just hurt my pride. It was
おお、
applause.
今の男らしいじゃん。私
That was
惚
so
れちゃった
manly.
もん。
I might be falling for you.
騙されるものか。貴様、嘘をついているな。
You think you could trick me like that? You're lying, aren't you?
なんで嘘って思うの？
What makes you think that?
それは、この俺の能力の一
That's one of my powers.
つ、カラーリングジェントルメンが反応したからだ。
I'm pretty sure he means gentleman caller. It's a thing. The gentleman call. Just never mind. Coloring gentleman. What? No, I don't think that's. Anyways, this power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red. No, he literally means. Liars appear to glow red. Then they die.
能力？
You have powers? Suzuha's eyes pop, but then she clears her throat as if to hide her surprise.
それって超能力的なもの？
Are you some kind of Esper? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the thing. She's almost too close to even Rintaro. Like with the stuff she says and no, it's like I don't know. What the hell could it be? When I know she whispers in my ear. Is Esper's a thing? I mean, it's in the tip list.
君みたいな能力者って他にもあまたにいるわけ？
Are there a lot of Espers like you? I mean, it's a thing. Junior a general term for humans who possess supernatural ability. It's not true. I mean, it's not true. No. It's rumored that some Espers even possess the ability to reshape reality with pure force of will. No.
いるわけがなかろう。この俺が
Another
スペシャ
role
ルなのだ。
player? Of course. I am special. I thrust my chest out as far as possible to display my majesty.
そっか。
Oh.
あまたにはいないのか。びっくりした。でもいるって時点ですごいな。
Oh.
やっぱ
Oh.
セルンのせいで退化したのかな。
Oh, you had me scared for a second there, but still, it's amazing that people like you exist. Maybe SERN is the reason there aren't more where I came from. What? Wait a minute. After muttering some nonsense to herself, she finally nods in understanding. Where I came? Did you come from the future? Suzuha! You're from the future. By the way, does the ability to see through lies have any combat application at all?
やっぱ 1000m 級の長距離狙撃を命中させられるとか、いかに効率よく相手の関節決められるかとかの方が重要だと思うな。
I just noticed, is she the only one where her mouth actually moves when she talks? I don't remember that happening for the other characters for some reason. If it were me, I want perfect accuracy within 1,000 meters, or ultra-fast reflexes that let me tear my enemy's limbs off before they can react. Survival airsoft. What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survival game otaku? A mock battle using air guns, primarily played outside in the mountains. Participants generally wear camouflage. No, wait. Don't tell me.
貴様さては
You!
機関のヒットマンだなミス・ゴルゴというコードネームで呼ばれているだろう
You're an organization assassin, aren't you? You must be the one they call Miss Golgo. Who hired you? Come on.
誰にも雇われてないし。
Nobody hired me.
っていうか
What's a Golgo?
ゴルゴって何？
She's trying to gloss things over with an insincere smile. Her confusion is suspicious. That reminds me. I think I remember her saying some awfully disturbing things when we first met yesterday.
ちなみにさ、君の能力って他にもあるの？
Anyways, do you have any other powers?
あったとしても俺を殺しに来たヒットマンに教えるものか
Even if I did, there's no way I'd tell a hitman hired to kill me.
君を殺しなんてしないってば。
I'm not gonna kill you.
己の能力を他人に教えるなど自殺行為にも程がある力は秘めたるもの相手に悟られぬよう使ってこそ初めて最大限の効果を得られるのだ
Revealing my powers would be suicide. They are most effective with the element of surprise. In other words, they're for me to know and you to find out.
ケチ。
Meaning,
何とでも言え
say what you like. Burning tension runs between us. Our eyes meet. Invisible sparks scatter. Wait, don't leave. And then an email arrives to break the stalemate. I turn my attention away from Suzuha. Shiny figure. So it wasn't. So they're not the same person. Maybe she delayed it. Okabe-kun. I want you to reply to me already. I've been waiting, you know. And please tell me the Super Hacker's address when you can. If you don't get cracking, someone else might get to the IBN 5100 first. Mueka. This ringtone is starting to piss me off. It's most likely from the male demon's shining finger. I can tell without even checking. This is getting ridiculous. She's got some stalker qualities and maybe split personalities. That's the second time I can swear it. I'm not going crazy. I am not going crazy. Because that's the reason why it's in my head. That she might have been Suzuha. Suzuha. Is that the comments like that, man. This whole thing is filled with fucking red herrings, okay? I shouldn't have given her my address. Did you go away and write that email? With your lightning fingers? Hmm? I look at Suzuha and see her lying on the... What? See her lying on the counter. She's playing with something in the palm of her hand. Oh, it's a pen, not a phone. Okay. It looks like a small metal pen. Anyway, how can she be this lazy on her second day? A pin. I think it was the pen. Sorry. I love CRTs. It was a lie too, wasn't it?
なんか渋い顔してるね。
Why the
死亡
frown?
通知でも来た？
Did you get a death notice?
あ
A what?
例えだってば。
Is that a death note comment? Just wondering. She was just wondering if I got a death notice? How can she say that with a straight face? What the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist?
嫌な知らせでもあったのかって聞きたかったわけ。
What I meant to ask was if you got some unpleasant news.
似たようなものだ
You could say that. This girl is hard to get a handle on. I really shouldn't let my guard down around her.
IBN5100 というレトロ PC にやたら執着している女がいてな
There's this woman who's obsessed with finding an IBN 5100. Suzuha leaps up as soon as I speak.
IBN5100？
An IBN 5100.
知っているのか
You know about them?
あ、うん。
Yeah.
そうか
I see.
IBN5100 の都市伝説は有名だ
So
った
the
のか
IBN5100 legend is famous, huh? Maybe that retro PC's more popular with female otaku than I thought.
そうそう都市伝説でした、
Curious.
君はどの程度まで知ってんの？
Yeah, that's it. I heard the urban legend from someone, but how much do you know about it?
IBN5100 を実際に探し回ってみたが結局空き場にはなかったというオチは知っている
I actually tried looking for an IBN 5100, but in the end, I came to the conclusion that there isn't one in Akiba.
そっか
I
そりゃ
see.
そうだよね
Well, that's true.
何か知っている口ぶりだな
You sound like you know something.
いや知ってるような知ってないようなって
Well, I
感じかな
do and I don't, I guess.
私は知らないけど
I don't
遠
know
い知
about
り合い
it
が知ってて
personally.
それをちらっと聞いたことがあるみたいな
But I happen to hear about it from a knowledgeable acquaintance of mine or something like that. So you're both spies. You're both agents of the organizations Suzuha and Moeka. Another insincere smile. I'm starting to think she's not a very good liar. You can tell she's lying whenever she smiles like that. Sure enough, she doesn't offer any other information. She just keeps that insecure smile plastered on her face.
貴様
Who are you?
何者
Suzuha falls back down onto the counter with a deep sigh. She looks up at me from that position.
IBN5100 についてのさ興味深い情報教えてあげようと思ったのにな
I was thinking of giving you a bunch of interesting information on the IBN
そ
5100,
んな目で見られたら教える気なくなっちゃった
but when you look at me like that, I don't feel like it anymore.
そもそも俺は
I'm not even
IBN5100
interested in the IBN 5100. I'm more concerned with SERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization's regime after all.
貴様を信用できる要素が一つもないその面白い情報が真実であるかどうかもわからない
You don't have a shred of credibility. I have no way of knowing if that interesting information of yours is true or not.
うわぁそこまで言う
That's
確かに
harsh.
私挙動不審だけどね
I am acting kind of suspicious.
じゃあさ教えないけどヒントだけあげるよ
I won't tell you, but I'll give you a hint.
そんで分かりそうで分からないもどかしさに身もだいちゃえ
Will I? I don't know. And then you'll writhe in agony when you can't figure it out.
実は IBN5100 には
Oh,
隠され
shit.
た機能があるんだよ
Truth is, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function. That reminds me, I'm pretty sure that John Titor from 2000 said something like that. Ta 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 ta. I searched through my
確
memories.
か
If I remember correctly,
IBN5100 には
IBN 5100
独
could
自
do
のプログラ
something
ミング言語がどうた
or
ら
other
こ
with
う
a
たら
proprietary programming language.
嘘なんで知
No
ってんの
way! How do you
なんで
know? Tell me, tell me. I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. I
能力
grinned.
名サイズハング
It's another one of my powers.
貴様の心の内を読
Leading
み取ることができるのだ
I can read your heart of hearts.
何それ反則
What? No fair. For some reason, Suzuha covers her face with both her hands. She opens her fingers just enough to peek at me. That's not enough to escape my power.
すべてはお見通し
I
だ
see everything on money. Suzuha.
観念するがいい
Resistance is futile.
とにかく IBN5100 には隠された機能があるの
Anyway, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function.
AP エリアベーシックが普及する前に書かれた IBN の独自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ驚愕だと思わない
It can decipher IBM's proprietary programming language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? Now I remember. John Teacher said the same thing in 2000. And right after that, an IBM engineer officially admitted to that function's existence.
今や IBN5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ
Now it's a dead programming language that can only be deciphered with an IBM 5100. The reason Titor traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Mweka wants to use it too. That's where it's like there's so many pieces, man. Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who know about that sort of function. What if this? What if it's the same person? Wasn't there a comment in the whole time traveling thing that came because it's an exposition piece, right? From the presentation of like if you run into yourself, what happens? Oh god, what was the answer to that? Like nothing would happen is what the answer was. It's that you could run into yourself, but nothing would happen. Shit. Come on, I've gone through like 3 or 4 times. Not remember. I think it was something like that. She says that basically nothing would happen. What if they're the same person, man? Like they're like some weird. There's like the same person and like some different. No, hold on. No. Hold on. I think the running. No, because there's 2 different ideas going on here: the string theory idea and the black hole idea. I think both are going on. But then there's the whole divergence talk from Titor. So, wait, was it in the forum, the first forum posting? If you run into yourself, or was it the presentation? Oh my god. At the university. Anyways, we're gonna move on. That's why IBM 5100s are so rare. While talking, Suzuha keeps dropping her glance to the metal pin on her hand. She rolls it around her with her fingers. I guess that's a habit of hers. We'll pay attention to that. So IBM 5100s are super rare. Maybe if I get one, I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first, I have to deal with CERN. Oh, here we go. Life in 2036, 714. Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone a city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era. There's no war? How is that possible? How did CERN resolve the situation in the Middle East? What have you got against world peace? Sounds to me like CERN's doing humanity a favor. This Titor guy stole a time machine from CERN, didn't he? From CERN, not Stern. He's the bad guy here. Die in a fire, terrorist scum. John Titor. The world is 2036. In 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now that system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism. Anyway, I want to hear more about the many world interpretation. You said it's being proven by 2036. How? I knew you were a terrorist. How many have you murdered? What if my kids are among them? Maybe I really should kill your father. Protect the future. Oh god, there's so much role playing. Stop beating around the bush. Give us answers. You're one of those old men who participated in the student riots, aren't you? Filled your head with a bunch of bullshit, and now you can't tell fact from fiction, am I right? Delicious nationalist tears. Lol. CERN probably figured it out. They've got a time machine to experiment with, right? That would make you no better than Titor. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go ahead. Titor question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBM 5100? Is John Titor plugging for the commies? I thought that went out of style years ago. I thought Titor was crazy. But this Huynh guy is even crazier. Get a room, guys. World War III. Lol, meow. Isn't that supposed to be... Isn't there supposed to be an IBN 5100 in Akiba? As I've already explained, my goal in this time is to change the future. I'm posting here to warn you of what's going to happen. Perhaps convergence will render my efforts meaningless, but if even one person pays attention, that's enough. World War III. Is that something I said in a different world line? I would like to talk to you in private. Please email me when you have time. Of course, if anyone else would also like to email me, feel free. Serious inquiries only, please. All I've been getting is hate mail. Here's my address once more. What? What? Okay. 20 hours have passed since Daru started hacking. He's not doing anything important, I'm sure of it. Short for Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code, a beginner's programming language frequently used in the 1970s, and the APL, a programming language introduced in 1964. Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. I glance at Daru while browsing @channel on my phone. He's fidgeting even more. Now his legs are like pistons. His knees move up and down in harmony with the rat-tat-tat-tat-tat of his keyboard. Daru hasn't slept in about 40 hours, but he still won't get off that computer. I was going to ask him if he'd like a break, but his entire body is exuding an aura that says, "Don't talk to me." I curl up a bit and return to my phone. My discussions with John Titor just aren't making sense. Not even Titor himself seems to know about the Titor from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on that channel is conspiring against me, but how else can I explain it? Out of options, I decide to email Titor directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own address on @channel. I guess that's his way of saying bring it on. In my email, I question the differences between his post now and his post 10 years ago. The current Titor hasn't even acknowledged the latter. I only vaguely remember them, but then basically went like this. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. In 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. John Titor travels to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100. The IBN 5100 was necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. The IBN 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBM's proprietary computer language which predates APL and BASIC. But only certain IBM engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1998, Titor meets his younger self. In 1998, Titor meets his younger self and his parents in America. His younger self and... Oh my gosh. There's so many things going on right now. John Titor was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. John Titor is an American. Furthermore, in 2000, Titor correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions went unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, civil war in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009, and so forth. There's more, but let's leave those aside for now. I'm going to ask him why those predictions didn't come true. Alright, let's send it now. Boop. If he can't answer to my satisfaction, then the current Titor is an imposter. This is your litmus test, John Titor. So, what are your true colors?
Ohayo!
Good morning! Mayuri comes in. Looks like she's forgiven us for experimenting on her food. She's back to her usual smiley self.
こんな朝早くからどうしたのだ
What are you doing here so early?
2人が
Well, I heard you
2 日
guys.
連続徹夜って聞いたからね。差し入れ買ってきたよ。
Well, I heard you guys had stayed up 2 nights in a row, so I brought you some
そう
goodies.
かそれはご苦労
Excellent. Good job. Though, to be accurate, it wasn't 2 nights in a row. I took an afternoon nap yesterday. Mayuri starts fishing through her convenience store bag. And then she takes out...
じゃーんおでん缶
canned Odin. The canned Odin is still warm when she gives it to me. I open the lid right away and eat the beef. Mayuri and I have been together for a long time, so she knows what I like. And when it comes to canned Odin, beef is where it's
マ
at.
ユシーからのプレゼントだよ
It's a present from
1
Mayushi.
個270円もするんだから大事に食べてね
They're 270 yen each, so savor it, okay?
最近バナナや唐揚げは食べ飽きていたところだ 今後もこの差し入れで頼む。
I've been getting tired of eating bananas and chicken lately. Buy these instead from now on.
さすがにしょっちゅうおごれるほどマユシーのポケットマ
But
ネ
Mayushi
ーは多
doesn't
くない
have
の
enough
です
pocket money to splurge like this all the time.
あとバナナや唐揚げは
And Mayushi
マユ
loves
シーが大
bananas
好
and
きだから
chicken.
今後も続け
So
ま
she'll
す
keep buying them. I consider saying you'll get fat if you only eat frozen foods, but that threat's not very effective against Mayuri. So I hold my tongue, even though it could have been a response in an email. Oh, maybe that's how it changes things? Changes like perspective, I don't know, options that you have in these things, I don't know. Her high metabolism prevents her from getting fat, no matter how much she eats.
あとね他
Oh
に
wait,
もあ
there's
るよ
more! Ta-da! Next she produces a small box with a Rhinet illustration.
ライネットソーセージあのねおまけでウーパのボトルキャップがついてくるんだすごく欲しかったから買っちゃった
Rhinet sausage, it comes with an Oopa bottle cap. As a bonus, I really wanted it, so I bought it. She sticks out her tongue with a shy giggle. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck deep in Oopa goods. There's only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially.
でダルくん
So how's
戦中
Daru
だ
come?
少しぐらい休んでもらった方がいいんだがな。何もぶっ通しで何とかしろとは一言も言ってないんだから。
He's in the midst of a hard fight. He should at least rest a little. I mean, I never said he had to do it all at once.
ダルくんのスーパーハッカー魂がメラメラバーニング
Darukun's
しちゃっ
Super
たんだ
Haka
ね
spirit is on fire.
そこ
She says
ハ
it
カー
so,
って
like,
言わないよう
quietly.
に
Don't say Haka! An empty Diet Cola bottle comes whistling through the air. Bunk. It hits my head with a nice
ピ
thunk.
リピリしてる
It sure is tense. Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the... Was that a call or a receipt? A mail. Let's do the mail before something goes... Oh. Mayuri and I evacuate to a corner of the lounge and quietly eat the oat. I have to answer this now. Okay, let's do this. This is a Mane Suzuha. First email. Thanks for exchanging addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay. Don't worry. I won't email you too much. And I might be slow to reply too. I'm kind of new at this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. That wasn't an exchange. You took my address by force. I had no choice but to submit. Where were you living before? Okay, he's getting actually curious here. I finally made a friend. Where were you living before? Slow to reply. Haven't used cell phones much. Stop. I don't know. Took it from me. Slow to reply. I mean, these two are suspicious. This one, I had no choice to submit. I finally made a friend. Yeah, where were you from before? Where were you living before? Sure, let's go with this one. See if she says America. Dun, 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 dun. Spy! Mayor and I evacuate to the corner in case we could get eating. But isn't hacking bad? Maybe she doesn't want you to do
ダ
bad
ルのス
things.
ーパーハッカーじゃ
I
な
would
く
be
て
a fool
ハ
to
ッ
let
カー
that
と
as
しての
super
腕前
hacker.
使わなければ宝
I
の
mean,
持ち腐れ
hacker
だ。
skills go to waste. Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked CERN systems back in 2008. We found a news article about it online. Wait, what? That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Daru should have no trouble getting
それ
through.
にこれはセルンの悪事を暴くため世界を陰で支配する巨大な闇との戦いなのだよ。
Besides, we're doing this to expose CERN's wrongdoings. This is a war against the dark forces that secretly rule the world.
悪いことは悪いことだよ
Bad things are bad. That's unusual. Mayor usually just accepts whatever I say. Well, I admit it. We are doing a bad thing. But there's no way we can stop now. I need to change the subject.
マユリよ、
Right.
さつま揚げをやるから牛すじをくれないか。
Want to trade my sweet potatoes for your beef? Change the
そ
topic.
れならうずら
You want to
卵がいい
trade?
な
I'd rather have your quail eggs.
ふざけるな。
Don't be
牛すじの
ridiculous.
次に
Next to beef,
うずら
quail
卵が好
eggs
き
are
な
my
のだ。
favorite.
マユシ 人のうず
Dramatic.
ら卵
But maybe
好き
she
だもん
likes quail eggs too.
ちくわで手を打ってくれ。
Settle for my chikwa.
わかったよ
Okay.
さつま揚げよりはちくわだもんね
Chikwa is better than sweet potatoes. With that said, I skewer the chikwa and put it in Mayuri's can. And I get her beef in return. Subject change complete. Mayuri really eats up conversations about food. It's so easy to manipulate her.
もうすぐなんだよ
Terrible.
SQL のテーブル一覧さえ手に入れればパスワード特定余裕なんだようへへへへ僕をなめんな
Soon, if I can just get the SQL table, I'll have more than enough passwords. You're no match for me. Oh no, he's actually doing it. Daru has started talking to himself. Looks like things are falling into place. Daru really is a super hacker. I think this is the first time I've seen him serious. Daru bends himself forward, staring holes into the screen. But all I see on the screen is the same string of numbers and letters.
おほ来た来た来たいいよいいよほら観念して俺の前に全部晒しやがれっつーのすっぱだかにされてる気分はどうだよひゃ
You can't hide from me, you naughty thing, you. How does it feel to be naked? His eyes are bloodshot and he started rambling. Maybe the lack of sleep is getting to him. Daru opens up a new window, types in a 12-character string and slams the enter key. An error sound rings. He quickly deletes the string and enters a new one. He keeps repeating that sequence until finally...
おお来た来た
Oh, yes, yes!
ID とパス一致ひょ
Matching ID and password. Login complete. Hell yeah!
しねえなめんなイエスイエスイエス
What enthusiasm!
やったのか。
Did you get it? The smug bastard turns around with an expression of immense satisfaction, as if he's gone into la petite mort.
ミッションコンプリート
本当か。
Really?
わあすご
Oh, that's amazing!
いよくわかんないけど
I don't really get it though! After 20 hours of agony, it's finally over. To show Daru my appreciation, I toss him an unopened Odin can.
仕事の後のおでん缶って最高すぎだろ
An Odin can's the best after a job well done. An Odin can's the best after a job well done.
よくやった。やはりお前は世界最高のスーパーハッカ
You
ー。
really are the world's greatest super hacker.
ハッカーな
Hacker.
ハッカーだ。お前が止めなくてよか
Hacker!
った。
I'm glad you're on my
それ
side.
で世界滅亡計画の証拠は見つかったか。
So, did you find out how they're planning to destroy the
い
world?
やまだ見てねっつーのつながっただけ
I haven't looked yet, man. All I did was get us connected.
まここまで来ればあとは楽だけどな
But it's all downhill from here.
ならば疲れているところ悪いが早速調べてくれ。きっとあるはずなのだ。陰謀の影が。
I'm sorry if you're tired, but please start checking. The keys to this conspiracy have got to be in there.
はいはいやりますよ
Hey, I'll
で
do
も
it.
その前におでん缶食わ
Let
せ
me
ろ
eat this Odin can first. After a short meal break, Daru taps on his keyboard more nimbly than before.
手に入れたパスがセルンの誰のものなのかってのが問題なんだよな
The question is who this password belongs to.
どういうこと
Why is that?
セルンのデータベースに入ってデータのテーブル一覧をゲットしたんよそっから11111111とか ABCDEFGH みたいな簡単なパスワードを使ってる関係者に的を絞って
Oh my God.
ID 手に入れたわけ
I went into CERN's database and got a data table. From there, I focused on people with simple passwords like 111111 and ABCDFGH to get my hands on an ID.
その ID の持ち主がサーバー管理者だった
It'd be
ら
awesome.
最高なんだけどさすがにそこまで運は良くないと思われ
It'd be awesome if this turns out to be the server admin's login, but I don't think we're that lucky.
日本語で OK だ
Japanese,
右に同じ
please.
く。
Same.
要するにセルンのサーバー管理者のパスだったならセルンの全身を舐め回すように弛緩しまくりだけどそうじゃない普通の研究員か何かなら
The worst.
おっぱいしか見せてもらえない的
Oh
な
my gosh. Basically, if this is the server's admin's password, we can taste every inch of CERN's luscious, luscious flesh. But if it's just an ordinary researcher's password, then we can only see CERN's boobs.
ダルくんエッチだね
Daru-kun, that's
エロい
not
例えをするな。つまり
with the
見ら
erotic
れる情報
examples.
が限定されてしまうということだろ。
Basically mean there'll be limits to what information we can access.
そういうこと。
Exactly.
サーバー管理者を特定してパスをゲットするのも時間の問
I
題
don't
だ
know
け
their
ど、
mouths move.
それはまた
How did I
今
not
度に
notice
する
that
わ。
before?
さすがに眠くてあんま頭が働か
It's
ん。
awkward, right? Anyway, it's only a matter of time before I get a server admin's password. Let's save that for later. I'm really sleepy now. It would be cruel to push Daru any further. It's unfortunate, but overworking him isn't an option. Let's let him rest so he can regain his energy.
お、どうやら手に入れた ID は加速器部門担当者のものらしいよ。
Oh, looks like our ID belongs to an accelerator division chief.
サーバー管理者じゃないのか。
So it's not a server admin.
一発で当てるなんて奇跡でも起きない限り無理だっつうの。セルに何人の関係者がいると思ってるんだぜ。
It would take a miracle to get one on our first try. How many staff members do you think CERN has?
何
How many?
6000人以上。
Over 6,000. That many?
まあとりあえずこの加速器
Well,
部
for
門
now,
担当
let's
者の
look at this accelerator division chief. His
ジャッ
name
クさんのメール
is...
のログをちょろっと覗かせてもら
Let's
おう
look at
よ。
his email log. And of course, the emails come up in English.
うわ
Oh no, that makes my ears head
頭
hurt.
が痛くなってきました
It's pathetic to flinch at the mere sight of English.
ダリオ、なんと書いてあるのだ。
What does that say?
翻訳しないと。
Need to translate it.
エキサイト先生にご登場願え。
This is the job for Dr. Excite.
そんなめんどいことしてらんねえっつうの。
Nah, I've got a better idea. Daru boots up a translation software and auto-translates the open page. Poor unnatural Japanese shows up. The first line says, Happy New Year.
新年の挨拶みたいっすな。バカンスでスペイン行くとか裏山。
Looks like a New Year's greeting. Something about going on vacation in Spain? Lucky bastard. That email's normal. Nothing out of the
こういう
ordinary.
ログを漁っていけば、そのうちサーバー管理者も特定できるのだぜ。
If we keep scouring the log like this, we can also identify the server manager.
あのね他人のメールを勝手に見るのってすごくごめんなさいって気持ちに
You
なる
know, looking through someone else's email without permission makes me feel really guilty. Mary gets depressed and moves away from the computer. She sits on the sofa and hugs her giant upa cushion with a sigh. I know we're doing something socially unacceptable. However,
俺はとっくに悪の道に踏み込んだ身。
I abandoned guilt when I
何
chose
の
the
良
path of
心の
evil
呵責も感
long
じない
ago.
責任はすべてこの俺が取る。ダリアマユリに罪をかぶせるつもりはない。
I'll let the responsibility be mine. I will not ask you to answer for my crimes.
うほ
What a guy.
オカリンになら掘
I
ら
let
れてもい
Okran
い。
do me in the butt.
それはお断りだ。
I decline your offer.
というわけでダルよ。心置きな
Now
く
get back in
覗き見るのだ。
that. Oh my god. That
オカリンって悪いんだ
Okarin,
マユ
you're
シは
bad.
悲しいです
You make Mayushi sad. That's of no concern to me. You just sit there and pretend your hands are clean. Oh. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. In English, naturally. Looks like he sends emails like these almost daily.
LHC の実験レポートか。タイムマシンのヒントが得られるかもしれん。開いてみる
LHC
べきだ。
experiment reports? There could be a hint about time machines in there. We should try reading them.
これ見たら確実にヤバそうだけどな。
This is definitely a crime, though. That's what his lips say. But his hand still clicks on the email. What comes up is an unintelligible series of symbols.
これ暗号化されて
This
る。
is encrypted.
さすがに簡単にはいかないか。
Of course it isn't that simple.
ま、この程度の暗号とかは
Well,
へでもない
cracking
が
this
な。
should be a piece of cake. Nice, super hacker. He's a genius, no doubt. Oh, jeez. Daru undoes the security in less than 10 minutes. The real time sink is deciphering the crappy machine translation. Oh my god.
意訳すると、
Translated into proper Japanese, it's...
はい、ポール。
そういう演技は無用だ。
That acting is completely
サイですか？
unnecessary. Aw.
今日付の実験データをサーバーにアップしておいた。LHC の調子は良好だ。あくまで LHC はだが。
Uploaded today's data to the server. The LHC is performing admirably. Can't say the same about the rest.
こいつはまるで猫みたいに気まぐれだが、ここ1ヶ月ほどは驚くほど素直だ。ずっとこの調子だといいんだがな。
This baby's fickle as a cat, but it was surprisingly obedient this month. It would be great if it stayed like this forever.
しかし報われない仕事だと思わないか？この子猫、大猫と言うべきか？はははははは。が、稼働して9年になるが。
But don't you think this work is unrewarding? This kitten, this 27-kilometer long kitten, has been in operation for 9 years. Our research will change the course of history. Yet only a small group of people are allowed to see it.
公表されたらされたで、いい晒し者になるのがオチだろうがな。
If it were ever officially released, it would be one hell of a
世の中の
scandal.
連中はきっとこう言うだろうさ。今すぐロバート・ゼメキフをセルンに呼んでください。そうすれば1年と経たないうちに作ってもらえるだろうってな。
People would probably say something like, call Robert Zemmercriff to CERN right away. He could build it in less than a year.
9年
9 years. Dad finishes reading. I rub my temples with my thumbs. Calm down. Let's sort things out.
今のメール翻訳ミスということはないのか？
Any translation errors in that email? Did Dad notice something unnatural too? He's not joking like he usually does.
翻訳ソフトを信じるならミスはないんじゃね？ところどころへんてこな日本語になってるのは確かだけど。
If you trust the translation software, then that's what it says. The Japanese is strange in places, though.
だとしたら妙なことになる。
But that doesn't make any sense.
LHC が稼働を開始したのは去年の春ぐらいだったはずだ。だがこのメールでは9年前から稼働していたと読み取れる。
I thought the LHC was only put into operation around spring last year. But this email makes it sound like it's been in operation for 9 years.
お
Dun,
かし
dun,
いな。
dun. That is strange. The email's send date is this year, 2010. So 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Teacher posted this on @channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded at creating micro black holes. I gulp. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. I groan. No way. Was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world? And it's related to time travel?
誰？もっと調べてくれ。
Keep looking
タイ
at
ム
it.
マシン研究の痕跡を探
Search
すん
for
だ。
anything related to time machine
Majideka.
research. Seriously? I don't know if Daru is questioning my order or the possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. Either way, he begins tapping on the keyboard again.
どのメールにもタイムマシンって単語は出てこないけど。
There aren't any emails with the phrase time machine in them.
Z プログラムって単語が
But the
この
phrase
数ヶ月
Z
で100箇所
program
以上も使われて
or
る。
Z program was used hundreds of times in the past few
こ
months.
れ今 LHC
Do you
を使って
think
や
it
ってる
could be
実
the
験のことじゃ
current
ね？
LHC
その
experiment?
具体的な内容はブラックホールの生成実験か？
What is it specifically? Black hole formation experiments?
どっかに資料はお見つけた。
Let's try looking for a document. Ah, found one. That opens a PDF attachment.
ほほうなんかこれフランスとイギリ
Looks
スと
like
オラ
this
ンダ
is
のト
top
ップ
secret
シークレ
stuff
ット
from
扱いっ
France,
ぽい。
England, and Holland.
国家最高機密。
Government secrets?
セルンは国家機関じゃないはずなのになんでだろう。
CERN's not even a government organization, so why?
つうか国家機密ってさすがにまずいんじゃね？
Wait, should we be looking at this stuff? We might be a little deep here.
構わん。詳細を
I
調べろ。
don't care. Give me
い
details.
やいやバレたらただじゃ済まんし。
Hold on. If we get caught, we're not getting off with an apology.
お前はハッキングで足がつく
Are
よう
you
な無
so
能なのか？
incompetent as to let yourself be traced?
そうならないようにはしてる。
I took the necessary
だったら何も
precautions,
問題はない。
and I failed to see the
そり
problem.
ゃどうも。
Well, thanks. Dado makes a slightly awkward face as he takes the file about the Z program and feeds it into the translation software.
5月14日第137次 Z プログラム実験
137th
レ
Z
ポ
program
ート。
experiment report.
なおミニブラックホール生成ミッションはすでに確立しているため報告は省く。第一に
First, because we have already succeeded at creating mini black holes, the report is omitted. First,
Stop!
Stop. All of a sudden, Titor's prediction became a reality.
やはりセルンは
So CERN
LHC を使っ
did
た
use
ミ
the
ニブラックホール
LHC
生
to
成に
generate
成
mini black
公
holes.
式には実験はまだ成功してないって発表されてるのにな。
But they announced that their experiments still haven't succeeded. So why? This is what Titor was referring to when he posted, "Don't believe what they say."
そもそも実験の目的は新しい素粒子反応を起こすことであってミニブラックホール生成じゃないし。
But the goal of the experiment wasn't even to generate many black holes. It was to create new elementary particle reactions. Dado doesn't take his wide eyes off the monitor.
だが実際にはすでに
But in
ミニブラ
reality,
ックホールは生成されている。
they're already generating those many black holes.
みたいだな。
Sure does seem like it.
その先には何と書いてある？
What does it say next?
実験結果エラーヒューマンイズデッドミスマッチ詳細は別紙ゼリーマンズレポートナンバー14を参照。
Results. Error. Human is dead. Mismatch. For details, consult Jellyman's report number
リフター
14.
の調整および各局所は適合地点をオンラインとして確定できない限り実験は停止するべきと提案する。
We propose that further experiments be halted until the lifter is perfected and all local field conformity points are online.
どういう意味
Oh,
だ？
what does that
ヒ
mean?
ューマンイズデッドって
Human is dead
人が
means
死ん
somebody
だっ
died,
て意
right?
味じゃね？
Somebody died? Seriously? I groan. This isn't a joke anymore. Something very serious is going on here. Maybe we are in too deep. What if we are? I'm not afraid. I'm not. After all, I am the insane mad scientist Hyoin Kyoma. We can't stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring it would just leave a bad taste in my mouth. My throat's gone dry. I swallow my saliva. In an attempt to keep whatever composure I can, I scold myself for being so faint of heart.
ゼリーマンズレポートというのは何だ？
What is this Jellyman's report? Dadu starts typing once I ask my question, but he soon clicks his tongue.
ジャックさんのメールには見当たらない
Can't
な。
find it in Jack's email.
誰かもっと偉い人かサーバー管理者のパスを手に入れないと。
We'll need an account with more
ではそれは
privileges.
後回しだ。タイムマシンについて探してくれ。
Jeez. Then we'll save that for next time. Search for something related to time machines.
さすがに出てこないんじゃね？
You know we're not going to find anything, right? After that, Dadu spends about 15 minutes fishing through the accelerator division chief's emails, but he doesn't find anything about time machine.
加速器技術委員会とか LHC 計画責任者とかって単語が出てきたからその辺の ID を見当つけて探すかな。そっちからならもっと突っ込んだ情報が手に入るかもしれんわな。
Words like Accelerator Technical Committee and LHC Project Lead came up, so I guess we should look for an ID from there. Maybe then we can get more
ジャ
information.
ックさんの ID では調べられないのか？
You can't look it up with the ID you have? Dadu shakes his
で
head.
は今日のところはこれま
I
で
guess let's
か。
call it a day.
ちなみにさ今見てたのがセルンの一番でかいサーバーなんだけど実はもう一個妙なデータベースがあったんだよね。
By the way, what we just saw was CERN's biggest server, but I also found a strange database on the network.
妙というと？
Strange how?
バグってた。
It was
Bug?
buggy? Buggy.
いやバグっつうか
I mean, it
一応
was
プロ
full
グ
of
ラム
some
の
kind of
コ
code.
もう意味不すぎてむちゃくちゃっつうか全くもって解読不能です。本当にありがとうございましたっつう
Oddly
か
impossible to decode. Thank you very much.
暗号化されている可能性は？
Could it be encrypted?
あれは暗号には見えないのだぜ。 そもそもプログラムとして成立してないんだよね。ただそんな誰にも見られないようなデータベースがなんで置いてあんのかは気になる。
Not by any algorithm I've seen. It wouldn't even work as a program. It just bothers me. Why would they have a database that nobody could ever use?
気になるな。
That is
ちょっと
strange.
解析してみるを。
I'll see what I can find out. Dado tries every trick in the book to crack that mystery database, but after about an hour, the pistons he has for fingers begin speeding up. Eventually, he just slams the keyboard out of
ああ、わ
frustration.
からん。全
I
然
don't
わ
get
か
it.
らん。
I don't get it
こ
at
んなん
all.
絶対プログラムじゃね
He
えよ。
calls the
ボケ
program dumbass. Go to
静かさ
hell. It's like playing Dark Souls. Great. Oh, great. He snapped.
もうやめた方がいいよ。
I think you should stop. Mayuri puts down her sewing tools and turns to Dadu with a worried look on her face.
頭もよく回らんし、もう無理。
My head is spinning. I can't take it anymore. This is bad. Dadu's breaking down. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. He's been up 2 days straight. He's probably at his limit.
ご苦労だった。
Good
もう
work.
休め。
Go rest,
ダ
Dadu.
ル。
うわ、そうするわ。
I'll do that.
つうかさ、もしこれがバグじゃなくてガチでプログラムだとしても、
Even if it isn't a bug, but actual program, only the guys who made it could understand it.
こんなん見たことないし。
I've never seen anything like it. A programmer like anything he's seen. Oh, come on, put it together. Put it together. At that moment, music bursts from my pocket. I've got mail. You've got mail. John Titor. Are you being honest? If everything you wrote is true, then we have a lot to talk about, particularly concerning the IBM 5100's hidden functionality, which I have not mentioned to anybody yet. I am indeed surprised that you know about it. However, I have not gone to the year 2000, though it is possible I may go there later. There are 3 possible explanations. First, the John Titor who appeared in 2000 is my future self. In Moeka? No. Am I joking? I really don't know. First, the John Titor, no, it's fine. Okay, is my future self. In other words, I go to 2000. I go to 2000 later and write about the things you have told me, but that would cause a chicken and egg paradox, wouldn't it? Second, you're delusional or making things up. For the sake of serious discussion, let's set this possibility aside. Third, you may have seen something I wrote on a different world line. That would mean that 10 years ago you existed on a different world line than the one you're on now. However, that raises another issue. When the world line changes, the entire timeline is reconstructed from past to future in order to prevent a paradox from occurring. That was proven in 2036. In other words, it should be impossible for you to retain memories of a previous world line unless you too are a time traveler, that is. Do you have any idea what the cause could be? I gulp. A flash runs through my head like an electric shock. There's quite a bit of text, but what catches my eye are the first several lines. Of course.
そうか。
Everything's falling into
点が
place.
線でつながろうとしているぞ。
What is she talking about? Mayuri looks at me curiously, but I don't have time to answer her. I'm frantically assembling the pieces in my
状態
mind.
だ。セン
Titor.
タイムマシン。
CERN. The time machine. These things are all connected. And now I have another piece of the puzzle. I shiver at my own brilliance.
ダルよ。もしかするとそのプログラムの正体判明するかもしれんぞ。
You sleeping right now, man. Dario. I think I know how we can read that program.
え、
He was asleep.
マジで
He's not sleeping.
どうやって
Seriously? How? I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. I attach it to a message. Does this code look familiar? And send it to Tito. What a maniac. A mysterious database inside CERN. A program unlike anything Super Hacker Daru has ever seen. Its true form
俺
is...
のひらめきが正しければ
If my hunch is correct,
ジョン・タイタ
John
ーが知ってい
Titor
る。
should know.
はあ
What? There's
な
no
んとでも
way.
言うがいい。
Say what you like.
答えはすぐに出る。
We'll know soon enough. We wait for Titor's reply. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity for me.
来た。
It's here. Got mail. That's written in a proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher it with an IBM 5100. And its contents are enough to raise goosebumps on my entire body. Just as
や
I
はりな。
suspected.
やはりって
Huh?
誰よ。
I
俺の
was
予
right,
測
Daniel.
判明したぞ。
I
そ
know
の
where
プ
the
ログラ
data
ムの
comes
正
from.
体が。
IBN5100
An IBM 5100. That retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to market in 1975, nobody knew of it, save a few IBM engineers. That function was first brought to light by John Titor, who appeared in 2000. A while after Titor posted it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Suzuha about this only yesterday.
APL やベーシックが普
I
及
can
する前
only
に書かれ
decipher
た
IBM's proprietary
IBM の
programming
独
language.
自のプログラミング言語も解読できちゃうのってさ、
For APL and
驚愕だ
BASIC
と
became
思わない？
widespread. Isn't that surprising?
今や IBN5100 でしか解読できない失われたプログラミング言語があったりするんだよ。
Go on. What an incredible coincidence. Synchronicity popping back up. A prime example of synchronicity at work. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings.
いいな。
No.
断じていいなだ。
I say.
我らにとってこの発見はまさに必然。これこそがシュタインズゲートの選択だということだ。
This discovery of ours was inevitable from the start. For this is the choice of Steins
つ
gate.
まりセルンは IBN5100 を使
So
って
CERN has an
データベース
IBM
を構築したって
5100
互換性のないマシンを使って
Those machines
な
aren't
んでそんな
compatible with
わ
any
けわ
modern
からんこ
software.
とを
Why would they do something like that?
ならば聞くが、外部からのクラッキングに対する最高のセキュリティ方法は何だ？
Answer me this. What is the best way to secure a machine against external cracking?
そりゃスタンドアローンだろ
Well, make it standalone, of course. That quickly catches onto the intent of my question.
IBN5100 でしか解読できないならそれは疑似的なスタンドアローンってわけか
If only IBM 5100s can read it, then I guess that's kind of a
ゆえ
standalone.
にそこに眠るのはセルンにとって最重要の機密だということだ。
Which means that CERN's keeping their most important secrets hidden there.
つかオーカリンはなんでその隠された機
How
能
do
の
you
こと知ってる
know
ん
about that
Source
hidden
は
function
俺の
anyway?
頭の中に眠る膨大なインデックスに記述されている。どうでも言っておこう。
It is recorded in my brain's extensive index liborum prohibitorum. Titor said it himself 10 years ago, but that who wouldn't believe me, even if I told him it was the truth.
パクリ設定オツ
Very original. I ignore Daru's retort.
マユリ、大事な話があるから集まれ。
Mayuri, we have important matters to discuss. Assemble.
ここから
I
でも
can hear you
聞こ
fine
える
from
よ
here. Mayuri's sewing. She doesn't get off. Mayuri's sewing. She doesn't get off the sofa.
聞こえるとか聞こえないとかの問
It
題で
doesn't
はな
matter
いのだ。
whether you can hear or not.
これは我ら未来ガジェット研究所にとっていや
This meeting concerns
人
the
類の
fate
未来にとって
of the future
運命を
gadget
左右す
laboratory.
る会議なのだよ。
Nay, the fate of mankind.
だからもっとこう秘密めいた感じというか企んでいる感じを出したい。
Oh, I want it to feel more secretive, like we're scheming or something. Also, him talking this loud, like we just addressed the fact of the windows being open. You can hear. Well, he said he couldn't hear things when he was at the bottom, but he's legitimately yelling right now. So it could be heard downstairs. It's important that we stare closely at the monitor and exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault.
シーは悪巧みには参加しません。
Mayushi won't participate in your evil schemes. Well, I can't have everything my way. I don't think
二人とも聞け。
you generally don't get anything your
これよ
way.
り未来ロケ
Listen,
ッ
you
ト研
two.
究所は緊急極秘作戦を発動させる。
Henceforth, the future gadget laboratory shall begin emergency top secret operations.
これは世界を影から操る巨大な闇との戦いの第一歩となるだろう。敵はセルン、世界的な研究機関でありながら邪悪な研究に見られた連中である。
Jesus. This shall be the first stage in our war against the dark powers that manipulate the world from the shadows. Our enemy is CERN, a scientific institute engaged in the most evil research imaginable.
オカリン声でけえ。徹夜明けにはきついっす。
Okay, that's exactly it. You're too loud, man. And I've been up all night. It says you're looking pretty fatigued right there. Crap, I guess I am being too loud. That kind of ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open too. If Suzuha is down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. So I turn it down a notch.
いいか、世界にマッドサイエンティストは2人いらん。
The world has no need
奴らに先
for
に出
two
られ
mad
る前に
scientists.
我らが出し抜いてやるのだ。
Before they can get ahead of us, we must outwit them.
奴らって
Who are they?
奴らは奴らだ。
You know.
あのね、
Yeah.
マユシーは全然わかんない
Mayushi
よ。
doesn't get it at all.
この秋葉のどこかにあるという幻のレトロ PC IBN5100 を手に入れる。
Shit. Basically, we must obtain the Phantom Retro PC, the IBN 5100, said to be located somewhere in Akiba. I make a magnificent declaration, but Daru just rubs his eyes, and Mayuri returns to her needlework. Damn it. Is there anything you guys react to? We've uncovered a massive conspiracy here. How come you aren't excited?
僕探すのはパス。
Oh,
マジで
pass
寝
on the
させ
search.
てよ。
I'm seriously
それ
tired.
とセルンの中をもっと探りたい件について。
Besides, I want to keep combing CERN servers.
そうだったな。
That's true.
まあ、それができるのはダルだけなのだから、そっちは任せる。
Well, you're the only one who can do that, Daru, so I'll leave it to you.
では、IBN5100 の捜索は
jeez.
俺とマユリで。
So the IBN 5100 investigation squad shall consist of Mayuri and me.
無理だよ。
I can't. Mayuri makes an apologetic
巣
face.
作りもあるし。
I have to make costumes and I have work too. Useless, all of you. No. So basically, you two are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time.
いいだろう。
Fine.
この件は俺が何とかする。
I'll manage alone
そう
somehow.
と決まった以上、
It's useless
俺の
to
やり
try
方
and
に
stop
口出しは
me.
無用だ。
Understood?
わかったな。
You could always, you could ask, Hamane, right? Hamane. So, anyways, because she said, in the first meeting, when she was interviewing for Mr. Braun, that she would help him, she'd help him beat up anybody. So she's, come on, allies, go downstairs. She heard everything you said, anyways, bro. The windows are open.
また何か。
Are you going to do something bad
いや
again?
口だけじゃね。
Nah, he's all talk. I leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out of the lab. Here we go. Hey, I step out onto the street. Immediately, bicycle skids to a stop in front of me.
は
She was
ーい、
nowhere
岡
around.
部凛太郎。
Hi. Okay, Rintaro. Okay, so she wasn't there yet. All right, you know what? Wow, even my eyes are getting kind of dry and burny. I need to eat something or do something. I need to take a break. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm like, no, I'll just go all night. No, stop. I need to stop. This is the return back in. I'm about 2 hours over. 2 hours over. 2 hours in. And things are ramping up. So we have a lot more details now from an exposition perspective. An early act 2. Where would I be in the 4-pattern act? I mean, I don't think we're anywhere at the pinnacle yet. I think we need to get a bit more details here. We need some other characters kind of interacting and stuff. Things stand. Going into, again, I would say we're maybe like at halfway through Act 2A, which puts us around the 30% mark. Speculating. So here to 50, I mean, there's got to be a big reveal. So I'm waiting for like there has to be like an epic, like we got to get to the pinnacle. The pinnacle is usually a false victory. And so I'm gonna, and this is close to a false victory. because he's kind of like he's like putting the pieces together, and he's getting there, but it's not like it needs to be more. Still, more pieces need to come together. I need more from Suzuha. I also need Moeka, and he never even replied to Moeka, so I think that there's like a crossover. We have the IBN 5100, which is now in the threaded narrative. This feels complex, but there's not a lot of moving pieces. There's not a lot of moving pieces. There's some characters that they're kind of entangled right now, but all of it's like, it's all one thing. And so it makes it kind of easy to kind of pinpoint. Yeah, so suspicious on Suzuha. She's either the other named person on the boards, or she's connected to Titor, or she's Titor, and that's a red herring, or she's Moeka, and they're both the same person they're like the same person, but like, how does that make any sense? Is that if she came back in time, like, I don't know, Moeka is like, what, the 2000? I don't know, man. Look, this requires a lot of these speculations to be true. Suzuha, coming from the future, I believe something is tied to that. Maybe she's an agent for Titor. Look, I don't know. The point is, she's connected. She is an agent. Everything he's RPing, Rentaro is RPing, I feel like 80% of it is correct, if not 100%. And it sounded crazy, but now it's all going to be true. You know, it's like the organization, assume organization is CERN, assume spies are actually like people from the future, or like timelines, or there's duplicates, like there's like multiple personality things brought up. So I mean, I can't unravel it all. I can only speculate on all of it. And so I'm either, there's like pieces of this are right, or they're completely off, but they are close. I'm not sure. Yeah, because Moeka, I would want to have one more interaction with Moeka. I feel like if this is an Act 2A, they're going to seed just enough there for me to maybe connect Moeka into this 5100. She's connected to the 5100. She's looking for it. Why is she looking for it? Well, Titor was looking for it. You know what I mean? So that's like all connected somehow, and waiting to see how that pans out. And then what do we have else? What else do we have? My brain can't even put this together. I can't wrap this up. Hold on. Before we move on, before I sign off, oh god, I do have. So standalone, a computer that is not connected to any other computer network. Also, if I do this, I might trigger some other thoughts here. We got cracking in computer terminology, actions including illegal access to network systems and data tampering, often confused with hacking, but hacking originally means the constructive study of software. Cracking, on the other hand, is malicious act. Synchronicity. I feel like I already read this one, but it's either popped up again or got updated. A meaningful coincidence. Simultaneity, the feeling that two casually unrelated events have a meaningful deterministic relationship. For example, a vase fell and shattered, and at the same time my grandmother died in the hospital. Nearly everyone has felt synchronicity at some point in their lives, a concept advocated by Swiss psychologist Carl Jung. I don't remember reading this particular piece here. I'm not sure. I feel like I've read this word or it's come up before, but I don't know. We got Dr. Excite, a machine translation site, Le Petit Mort. Condition of mental and physical release unique to male physiology, characterized by a feeling of supreme calm and composure. Entering this state is almost like becoming an empty shell, also known as hypersage time or saint time. And we got canned Odin, a canned meal sold in vending machines. Each can contains a hot broth with various Odin ingredients such as boiled eggs, radish, konjac, beef, and tofu, a popular Akihabara specialty in the year 2000 problem. Popularly known as the Y2K bug, at the turn of the 21st century, there was concern over the possibility of widespread computer failure when the year turned 2000. In order to save memory space, old operating systems almost always abbreviated years to the final two digits. Hence, when 1999 changed to 2000, the last two digits would change from 99 to 00. If its programming didn't anticipate that change, the computer would erroneously assume that the year was 1900. It was rumored that computers in the military, financial, and government sectors might malfunction and cause worldwide catastrophe. This was a major thing for the year. This was everywhere. But this was like, I mean, infant internet wasn't really spreading a lot of this news. It was on the TV, like people were freaking out about this for real. To address this issue, countermeasures were taken in the mid-1990s to manually update every program. As a result of these countermeasures, the year 2000 problem was averted. Or, I mean, it never was one, but I think it was. There had to be like some stuff had to get done to ensure that this legitimate problem wasn't going to be a problem. Anyways, so I think we're done. Who am I missing? We have, I mean, it's like, and then how do we bring this all back to the beginning of Act 1, which is the stinger, right? I don't know. That's the part where I think that happens. And then that's the thing, because they didn't, that's the thing, right? Because, you know, like it landed on the roof, the thingamajig, the satellite was on the roof, and then it was through the roof, and maybe that was Suzuha, the time traveler. I'm gonna assume either her or Moeka, or one of them. Anyways, one of them is a time traveler. They cause something, that divergence happens. Kurisa gets killed, but then the time travel thing happens. Wait, what? That's right. Tripping up all over the place. Then the satellite, because it's through the building, it means that some time event happened, and a divergence happened, and Rentaro was able to remember the two, and that's why he's kind of going kind of cuckoo. And so the death doesn't happen, because then he sees her, and then they do the Jalbana. That was a small divergence, possibly, because there's the Jalbana, so probably that didn't do anything. That's the thing, because that probably didn't do anything, but the satellite would have been a massive one. And that's why divergence happens, maybe. Just like a major, like if a time travel thing happens, then a major, I don't know. We'll probably find out more about that. Or maybe there's something else going on. In any case, or maybe this is like we're actually going to be going back to, I don't know, man. I don't know. He finds a way to actually send himself back. But I'm not sure. They haven't really alluded to that. Their emails can go back in time, but I'm not sure he can. But I mean, I think she's definitely a time traveler. Or she is, like I said. Okay, and her are the same character. I don't know. I'm going with multiple personality thing. I'm trying to find out what that means. Maybe she's the daughter of Braun. Because didn't they say some comment about the daughter having pigtails? I think this is just filled with red herrings, because that's the point of it. I think the point of it is to confuse the crap out of you. But it's very threaded, and so there might be one of those things might actually be true. But it's so threaded that, I mean, who knows? And then I'll say, see, I knew it. I told you. No, I have no idea. I think I gave you a lot there that I don't think all of them can be true. Or maybe they are. Look, I don't know. We'll get through it. I'll probably do another, I'll do another session tomorrow, and I'll see how far I can get. And I'm going to be focusing on this game over the next short amount of time. And I'll probably, most very likely, be recording ahead. And so I might not be spoilable, but just still be careful in the comments below and let people experience this at the same time, just in case they're new to the game and they're experiencing for the first time in this format, and they're not going to play it. Just in case, let things pan out first, and then we can talk about it as things unravel and become fact. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. I'm happy to be back. Of course, I gotta save it officially. I'm gonna save it over this one. I'll be fine. That way it's like in a session based. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next stack of episodes. Don't forget to explore, engage, inspire, buddy. Peace.